boy Bleeves.
This is not financial advice. My name is Bleeves. I'm always right.
Everybody listen up.
If you don't use NordVPN, you could get hacked, and that would suck.
Bada bing, ching, ching, big profit. Even when the market's sideways.
Don't forget to sign up for MEXC. The link's in the description down below. That helps me out tremendously.
This it's not financial advice.
OKX is offering incentives for you to sign up. Make sure that you sign up today in the description down below.
I'm always right. I'm always right. I'm always right.
Go to atlashealthline.com for all of your Delta 8 gummy needs and for all your Delta 8 inhalation needs, I want to say. I don't know. Something like that. It's in the description below.
It's been a long day. I mean a long week. Maybe a long year. So let's get something clear. We're gonna stock up on some party favors.
Guys, if you're outside of America, or if you're lucky enough to be using NordVPN, you could be signed up to BitGet for all of your futures trading needs. The link is in the description down below. Hey guys, if you're trading in America, you can use up-down trading through crypto.com. It's in the description down below. Sign up today and start trading.
Corporate riders on some third eye shit. Mr. Pine Cones come a long, long way. So everybody gets sideways. Sing it. I can't wait till Friday. Everybody's getting sideways. Pass the bottle back my way. Everybody's getting sideways.
What is going on, everybody? My name is Bleeves. This is Breakfast with Bleeves. Folks, we've got crazy, what can only be described as just crazy shit going on in the world. Coinbase is attacking PEPE. It doesn't matter what you think of PEPE. Full disclosure, I have such a small bag in PEPE right now. It could rug and it wouldn't matter to me because I made a lot of money off of it already. So I'm not really perturbed or moved by it. I am not a maxi. If you ever ask me, oh my God, did I just say ax? If you ever ask me what I'm a maxi on, if you ever ask me what I'm a maxi on, it's on the goddamn hat right here. I am a Volt maxi to the core, right? I am the most volted man in all of cryptocurrency, but I wish you'd stop calling me Pablo. You know what I mean? Look, you should be outraged. Now I know that that PEPE like peed on some tokens at one time, and you know, like they're trying to. It's marketing, right? Don't get mad at the marketing. Here's what you should be. You should be outraged with Coinbase right now, no matter what. And it doesn't matter what you think of PEPE. You're being lied to. You're being manipulated by a large corporation. A centralized exchange is the antithesis to everything that you hold dear. We've talked about this for months and months and months and months. Do not support a centralized exchange that doesn't have the values that you are seeking in cryptocurrency. And what Coinbase is trying to do is manipulate the market, and that is deceptive, and you should consider it disgusting. And you can consider it disgusting, and you can hate the fact that they are doing this market manipulation, and you can still hate PEPE. It's okay. We're not taking sides. You don't have to take sides. All you have to do is recognize what is going on, and it's crazy shit. Not only do we have Coinbase with their disgusting attack on cryptocurrency, you also have Volt about to launch in 2 days, about to launch on a 60 million market cap that's only 16x away from a $1 billion market cap. And here's the thing. When somebody says something like this, no, they didn't. That's not true. That's a lie. Look, you're being lied to. I'm gonna show you know what? Let's do it. Let's fucking do this. let's do it before we start doing this crazy shit here. Coinbase calls Pepe coin a hate symbol in email to users. Now, here's what the email looks like. Pepe, which was issued around 3 weeks ago with a comically huge supply of 420 trillion tokens, has been leading meme coin activity. The token was based on Pepe the Frog meme, which first surfaced on the internet nearly 20 years ago as a comic strip character. Over time, it has been co-opted as a hate symbol by alt-right groups, according to the Anti-Defamation League. Stop right there. That's exactly what the statement said, right? Well, let's move on. That did not stop Coinbase from listing the ape coin. And guess what the ape coin uses? It uses a skull facing the same way as the Waffen Totenkampf, which was the Secret Service, right? It did not stop them from doing this. And look, they used the same design. They used a broken circle, right? This is not a clean circle. This is a broken up circle. This is a skull facing in this direction. SS over here, BAYC on each side. Like, they literally copied this. This is a hate symbol, but that didn't stop them from listing ApeCoin. They don't give a shit about that. You see, it doesn't matter. Here's what's happening. They're manipulating the market. Let me go further. The ADL has issued a statement a long time ago that says the majority of uses of Pepe the Frog have been and continue to be non-bigoted. Now, does this say over time it has been co-opted as a hate symbol by alt-right groups, but the majority of uses of Pepe the Frog have been and continue to be non-bigoted? Fuck no, it doesn't, because Coinbase is manipulating the market. That's what they're doing. They're trying to manipulate you. It's right there in front of you. You cannot like Pepe. You can think Pepe is worthless. You can hate Pepe, okay? But you should be disgusted by what's going on here, because guess what? How long before somebody comes in here and you think this is crazy, but guess what? What's crazy is we're turning a frog into a hate symbol, right? And to be fair, it really wasn't by the alt-right group. It was by the trolls, because they thought it was funny, because the purpose of Pepe and the reason that Pepe became famous to begin with, because he was peeing on something and he didn't care. That was literally when they did the thing with the dogs. And look, you cannot like Pepe because of the little picture that they made with Pepe peeing on dog tokens. Like, you could be like, I'm a maxi and I don't like it because of that reason. That's fine. That doesn't change what Coinbase is doing, right? They are manipulating you. And not only are they manipulating you, but however, because so many Pepe Frog memes are not bigoted in nature, it is important to examine. And by the way, if you're wondering where this is from the Anti-Defamation League. It is important to examine use of the meme only in context. The mere fact of posting a Pepe meme does not mean that someone is racist or white supremacist. However, if the meme itself is racist or anti-Semitic in nature, or if it appears in a context containing bigoted or offensive language or symbols, then it may have been used for a hateful purpose. In the fall of 2016, the Anti-Defamation League teamed with Pepe creator Matt Fury to form a Save Pepe campaign to reclaim the symbol for those who use it with hateful intentions. And here's the thing. Not only was this not in a very small amount of alt-right people, but the fact is the alt-right people are still Americans and they're still entitled to the same protections and all that stupid shit those idiots would be able to get. And here's the thing. They're just doing it to troll people. They're not doing it because it's a symbol for them. They're doing it because it's funny, because it's a goddamn meme, and they're using it to troll people by making a funny picture, not because it's their motto, not because it's their link. And then guess what? Here's the next thing. And this is the one that should piss you off, because we are a step away from this SS stuff over here that looks like two lightning bolts, from people wanting to ban lightning bolts. Now, do you know a token that uses lightning bolts? Because I sure as fuck do. And I don't appreciate the fact that Coinbase is attacking cryptocurrency. And that is what Coinbase is doing. Coinbase is a publicly traded company who relies on investors in order to fund its business, and it requires investors to continue to put their tokens on the exchange in order for them to survive. Again, you can hate Pepe, you can hate every one of these meme tokens, you can think every one of these meme tokens is a piece of shit, but they are lying to you, they are deceiving you, they are manipulating you. And guess what? Go back and look. Binance did it last week. And what did they do? They listed Pepe on a Sunday. So if you think that Coinbase is not trying to stick it to the price action right now so that they can say, oh, sorry, oops, my bad. But what we're actually going to list it, and you're going to see that Coinbase bought in at the cheapest possible price. If you think that's not market manipulation, you are out of your goddamn mind. Again, hate PEPE all you want. That's okay. Hate it. Hate Bob. You can hate Lady. My ladies, my lady, you can hate it for whatever you want. It's okay. You can not like it, but do not disrespect the fact that we are in a decentralized place. This is crazy. This is the worst of the worst in people. Brian Armstrong should be ashamed of himself. Look, I don't like Pauly. This guy right here, Pauly, he's kind of been the voice of PEPE, and he is obnoxious as fuck. Okay, he goes into these Twitter spaces and he starts talking about, oh yeah, fuck this person and fuck this person and fuck this fucking person. Also, I love Jesus and the Bible and everything is great and I love God and God's awesome, but also fuck these people. So he's just a contrarian every which way, but he's an animated character that people are getting behind, right? So, but he's also kind of attacking a lot of people for a lot of different reasons. He's posting pictures of Brian Armstrong dressed like a clown before this even happened. Okay, and so he's probably not the best representative of professionalism, but he has every right to be outraged right now. Kenobi has been on this, and he's a technical analyst. He's the one that shared this one where we could see it, and like this is just it's just bonkers, right? And I would hope that you guys could see past your own hatred for PEPE if you don't like it, or any other token. I hope you can see past your hatred for it and realize this is a clear and crazy, like bonkers double standard, right? Here's the Bored Ape Yacht Club right here, right next to Waffen Tokenkopf. And it didn't stop it from being listed on Coinbase on the day of launch, mind you, on the day of launch. They didn't mind taking that cheddar when they wanted it. You know what I mean? Like, guys, you have to think this through. And then the ADL saying, no, it's not. The majority of users of PEPE the Frog have been and continue to be non-bigoted. Hey, listen, let me tell you something. I'm going to tell you something that you're going to not, some of you are going to be real pissed off because I'm about to tell you a truth that you are not ready to hear. Did you know that almost to a man, the alt-right is populated predominantly and by a gigantic majority, and by that I mean over 90% Christian? So does that mean that Christianity is a symbol of hate? I ask you because this is crazy, right? All of those people, and go look, they're not atheists, right? They're not just like, man, there is no God. No. They are predominantly Christian. This is crazy. Okay. You should not fall for any of this shit. These people are manipulating you. Now, let's move on to what really matters, and that is Volt. Volt is 2 days away from having a gigantic, and I mean a massive launch. And according to Voltoshi, we are about 16x away from a $1 billion market cap. So that's going to be really interesting. But let's move on because you see the prices reversed a little bit. You see over here, Ethereum down a little bit again. You can see just basically from the chart over here that crypto is down yet again. Now, let me tell you something. Today, we are going to be under attack all day long. Now, it started yesterday with the dump by the U.S. government. Am I in Ben? Yes, I am in Ben. I'm actually in Ben pretty heavy. So I do hope that one gets a nice little rip and a nice little run. But yeah, I'm in Ben. As a matter of fact, I'm in most of these tokens, right? And I have a small amount in everything. But I do have some Ben. I have some Lambo. I have some Bam. I have some Pooh. Yeah, God damn it, I love saying that. I don't have any Jeff because Jeff is a fry chef. Fuck Jeff, right? I got some Bob. Well, actually, I don't. Let me rephrase that. I don't have Bob anymore because I made some money off of Bob and I pulled it out and was waiting for a dip. And I got the dip overnight and I didn't ape back in yet. It went down, it looks like, to around 3,000, which is a great opportunity, right? And by the way, don't get lost holding on to something like make your money. In fact, PEPE 1566, make your money. PEPE is going to pump to 1900 later today or tomorrow or something like that. You're going to see people exiting, right? You're seeing a whole bunch of people because the American market is opening up, right? And what happens every single day, you guys should be watching this right now, and you should be seeing this right now every single day without fail. The American market dumps the shit out of PEPE, and then it starts to pump itself back up. So get in where you fit in. Down here at the bottom here, somebody just bought 21 ETH. This was trading at 1484 just a minute ago. 1545. Let's call it 1545 because that was just a bot manipulating. But it's at about 1560, 1550 right now. Go for it. You know what I mean? Get back out at 1700. You know, whatever makes you money, and don't be afraid to take your money. Don't be afraid to take everything back out, and don't be afraid of taking profit because you're here to make profit. Now, ladies, by the way, is just going out of its goddamn mind. Okay. Like we should at least recognize that lady is just out of goddamn control at this point. It is just absolutely it ran up an incredible what is this 54x? Like it's 54x from where it was over here. It's almost up 100x at this point from where it was just a little while ago, and from the launch. Jesus Christ. In a day, like it went absolutely crazy. Screen. Gotcha. All right. So anyway, lady is just absolutely going crazy. Now, here's the thing. If you didn't get in, and by the way, let me tell you what happened yesterday. I did look at lady the moment I saw Elon Musk say something about it, right? The moment I saw Elon Musk say something about Milady, I'm like, I wonder if somebody's going to launch a ladies token. So I went over to live new pairs, and do you know where it was? Ladies was right here at the top. It wasn't Milady Maker. It was ladies. And I saw it and I was like, man, I should probably get into that. Then I got a phone call. Then I got sidetracked and I was like, you know what? Maybe I'll come back to it later. By the time I came back to it later, it was already up to 50 million market cap. This thing went out of its goddamn mind. So if you don't think the Elon effect is in full display, you are kidding yourself. Ben, by the way, Ben is now, just so you guys know, Ben Armstrong, BitBoy Crypto, is now part of, not the team, I don't think, but I think that he's in some way, he's now involved, and he's agreed not to sell his tokens for like 6 months. So this cascade to the downside right here, I think, is one of those corrections that you're witnessing that's going to create that dip. Let's go look over here at Bob on one of those runs, right? So here's where Ben is on the same sort of trajectory here. Ben is right here, right? So Ben is dipping back down and could go on this run and then this big run, just like Bob did. Okay. So that's where it's kind of sitting. And and he does have, by the way, you got to think that Ben from BitBoy Crypto has the capital, has the resources, and has the people to make something happen. Look how new it is. Like, this is very, very new. And if you just consider for a second, if we just say that this is one big parabolic move, right? Boom, and then boom. We have a little more downside to go down to about 45.53, and then we'll be at the 0.786 retracement, and then we should see just a monster sort of liftoff if we just consider that this whole thing was one big rip. Now, I think most probably, if you're, obviously what you want to do is you want to look at where it started ripping really, and that is right here. That's where that big rip started, unless you want to say that correction is just the move up. Again, down here, I would say this is the move right here, and it's got a little more downside to go before it starts to rip back to the opposite side. But when it does, it's probably headed up 10x from where it is right now. You know what I mean? Like, it's probably going to end up at a $250,000 market cap. So it's gonna as long as it's got big time people involved, and I believe that Ben Boy Bit Crypto said that he has a huge announcement for Ben already. I don't know whether that moves the charts, whether it moves anything. I don't know whether it really is or not. but I think that he thinks that he's going to take this into, like, his goal, by the way, is he said some crazy shit about Ben. Let's take a sidetrack over here, because you guys should see, because it's not my financial advice. This is Ben doing it himself. Ben and Bambi. Here it is. For everyone crying and missing out on Bam or Ben, here is your shot. This is 13 hours ago. Nothing goes straight up forever. Something huge is coming for Ben, and Bam should be on 3 exchanges soon. Now, I don't know if the exchanges are going to matter at all, but Ben is now on CoinGecko, by the way, almost top 500 in 3 days. And he goes on. There's a bunch of stuff in here where he's messing around with Jeff. He actually put, if you're not already, you can go to Polymarket over here. Polymarket has asked me to get in, and god damn it, I might have hit the wrong button. But Polymarket reached out to me yesterday, and I am going, my bet, by the way, it's a bet site. You can bet on your beliefs, and you can explore the market. So you can log in, and then you can like bet whether or not you think something's going to go up or down. It's very simple. And then one of the bets is Jeff or by the way, I'm a hypocrite. I haven't canceled mine yet because I just woke up this morning, and like, I'm not doing that shit while I'm sleeping. So today will be the end of Coinbase for me, just in case you guys are wondering. But Ben, Jeff. So you go to Polymarket over here, and this is it right here. Will Ben or Jeff have the higher market cap on May 31st? So now they have a bet over here. So if you want to go check it out on Polymarket, it's actually pretty fun. You have to be on the Polygon exchange you have to use Polygon in order to do it. But just take, $5 and throw it on. I'm going to take Ben, and then just put your wager in and go for it. So anyway, but as you go down here, you'll see Ben having a lot of stuff. Several people asked me about the contract address. He's kind of getting involved. How many of you found the hidden message in Ben? I don't know. I don't know what this means. I don't know any, all I know is it looks like he's going to be really involved, and that he said he didn't want to put it on exchanges, and now they do, because here, I'm committed to not selling any Ben coins for 6 months. I'm still intentionally not locking those coins. Why? To piss off the haters who say I'm a grifter, scammer, dishonest, and pump and dumper, going to make them look dumb again. And look, the guy's got millions of dollars. I think he's going to make sure. By popular demand, these listings are coming. Much more coming on Ben this week. I'm telling you, what we are working on is exactly what crypto needs and will carry us into the bull run. This is the guy with the biggest platform in all of cryptocurrency, right? This is the guy, whether you like him or not, he is a defender of cryptocurrency. He's a degen out here making degen plays while he has 1.5 million people and something like $3,000 or $4,000 or $5,000 watching every one of his live streams. I got 181. I can only wish to have that kind of crowd, right? This is a guy making things happen in this space, and here he is talking about these. Ben is an absolute monster and is going to end up in the top 50, maybe top 20s. Haters will be kicking themselves for years. I don't know about that, right? But I know that he probably means that this is going to have a big run. So let's go for it. You know what I mean? Enjoy the ride. Now, I just, spoiler alert. Shiba Inu now has an AI platform, and they're going to burn trillions of SHIB tokens every year. I don't know if this is factual yet, but the project's name is Wolf AI. I'm not sure whether it does or not, because it says the leading AI video creation platform. I'm not sure that means we will be burning trillions of SHIB each year. That sounds like a grift to me. So I'm not ready to say I'm behind Wolf AI or that I give a shit about Wolf AI. So guys, take this with a grain of salt. I'm not really certain about them. So, but let's move on here. I want to get through a whole bunch of things. And just to realize something, today is going to be a bitch of a day if you're in cryptocurrency. Okay, you're going to be seeing. We're not seeing a big. We saw the move already to the downside. We did see a rip to the upside over here in the total crypto market, and we did see on Bitcoin, we saw that rip down. Let's move to the hour chart. We've probably been seeing like a drain the whole time. Yeah. So we've been seeing a drain the whole time since we had that big sell-off. Now, there is a reason that we're probably going to see some negativity in the market for just a little while here. Whales keep buying Bitcoin, though. What they know that you don't. And here's what it is. CPI is a lagging indicator. The stock market is a leading indicator. Okay. Charlie Bailello, the chief marketing strategist of creative planning, stressed on Twitter that the consumer price index has declined from a high of 9.1 to 4.9. According to the renowned Catalyst, the reason for the decrease is the lower inflation rate in heating, oil, gasoline, and cars, gas supply, medical care, clothing, new cars, food at home, and electricity. Inflation rates in transportation, out of home, food, and lodging have increased since June of last year, but declines in other major components have offset those increases. The fact that the U.S. core inflation still stands at 5.5 is primarily due to shelter CPI. Okay. Biello adds that after 25 consecutive increases, the shelter CPI showed its first decline in April. So this is about to flip. Just so you guys understand, this is about to flip. We're about to get into something crazy. Deflation coming fast. The opinion is echoed by Fundstrat's head of research, Thomas Lee. Okay. Now we're going to stop it there. Here's what they're telling you. They're telling you that inflation is about to come down and that we're about to start seeing something crazy happen. Now, do we still have a recession on tap? A lot of people are saying it. And by the way, I don't like Donald Trump. I want to state that for the record. I'm not a fan of his, but you got to respect the man for going on CNN last night. He went into the lion's den and he answered the hard questions. He didn't give the answers that people like all the time. And he was who he is, but he walked into the lion's den, didn't give a shit about it. Meanwhile, Joe Biden won't have any debates and the Democrats won't support anybody else. So just let that sink in. Would Joe Biden go on Newsmax? Newsmax more radical. Would Joe Biden go on Fox News? I mean, he probably would now because they fired Tucker Carlson. But do you see what I'm getting at here? There's a swing, and remember, most of the Democrats right now. And I'm going to show you something. I'm going to show you this in just a few seconds, and you're going to be like, God damn it! Especially if you're a Democrat, because God damn it is the only thing that I can say about it. Let's move on here. Circle refuses to hold longer dated treasuries on concern U.S. government might default. Circle just issued a big FU to the federal government and the SEC because the SEC has been attacking Circle for all of this time. So boom, 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 boom. So Circle, congratulations to them. God damn. War of Words. OKX takes a subtle jab at Coinbase, a new ad campaign. Now, they did this before Coinbase shit on PEPE and before they started lying and trying to manipulate the market. Okay, they did this before. But they have a 1 minute long ad. I'm not going to play it here because I don't want to get the copyright bullshit. But it says OKX's message came at the end of a 60-second message campaign launched May 9th that takes aim at the so-called broken ways of the centralized finance. It says the system doesn't need an update. It needs a rewrite. Okay, that's what it says. Now, here's what happened. Coinbase, not that long ago, said it's time to update the system. Right. And what does that mean? Coinbase is telling you it needs to update the system because guess what? It's in with all of the rich guys now. It's part of the system. Coinbase is your enemy. I can't stress that enough, by the way. Coinbase is now your enemy, whether you like it or not. Whether you like it or not, Coinbase has become your enemy by being a publicly traded company and by trying to stifle decentralized finance. Now, it's really an on-ramp and an off-ramp for cryptocurrency at this point, and it does have some trading volume. We actually go look at it, and you can see here from exchanges, and let's go for a spot trading. On a spot trading basis, it's not that big. I mean, it is big. Let me, 3, 6, 7, 8. It's like the eighth. It's at like an eighth place. Let's be honest here. Spot trading, that's the noob level of trading, right? Derivatives is where the big money is. Now, listen, I'm going to show you something. I want you guys to see this. Because listen, I'm asking you guys, at least consider going to MEXC. Sign up in the description down below. I have a link down there. You can start doing futures trading, and you can do leverage trading, or you can just set your buy orders and stuff like that for lower prices. You don't have to look. We spend too much time coming over here and looking at Ben and saying, all right, I'm just going to buy it right now and see what happens. Well, if you're looking at it, you might be looking at it and saying, you know what, fuck this. I'm going to wait until it comes down here to 46 or 45, right? Because that's what the price action looks like it's probably going to go down to, right? So go to MEXC, set a buy order, put it in place, and then boom, let it rip when it's time for it to rip. If you want to use leverage, use leverage. Ladies, by the way, is available on MEXC already for futures trading as well. So if you want to make a shitload of money, that's the way you do it. You could also get a shitload of loss, by the way. I'm not telling you that you shouldn't consider your risk. I'm not telling you that, but there's millions and millions and millions being traded on these every single day. Now go back over here and let's look at spot trading. Spot trading, Binance does 10 billion a day trading volume. Super X, not trustworthy. Not very trustworthy. Hotcoin says it's doing 3.3 billion. Cytex, again, not trustworthy based on this score. Doesn't mean they're lying, just means that they're not trustworthy. IndoX, 3 billion, I'm sorry. Bit4X, 3 billion. OKX, 1.6 billion. Coinbase, 1.3 billion. Now, derivatives. Derivatives is where the money is. I'm not making this shit up, right? Binance, 53 billion in derivatives trading over the course of a day. And this is the futures that I'm talking about. And then OKX, 18 billion. BTCC, 16 billion. Deepcoin, 15 billion. Bybit, 13 billion. XT, almost 13 billion. All the way down here, as you go down, MEXC doing 5.25 billion. Do you see Coinbase anywhere? You don't see Coinbase anywhere. Do you know why? Because Coinbase is a tiny little speck in cryptocurrency. It is not that big. Even crypto.com with their new up down, and look, up down trading is derivative trading for monkeys. All you have to do is bet up or down. Me go up, me go down, and that's it. Like, they've made it very, very simple. And I say that because that's exactly what they say. Like, we made it incredibly simple for you guys to do whatever it is that you need to do. And there you go. And so it's the derivatives and the futures market. That's what you should be doing if you ever want to become at least a professional trader and have more control over your investment. So that's the way that it works. So if you haven't already, at least consider signing up for MEXC, make a small deposit and start doing some future trade. Just make some guesses. If you like PEPE, go buy PEPE at the bottom. Go find out what you think the bottom is on PEPE. And hey, by the way, for those of you who last night said, oh no, that's bullshit. Excuse fucking me. Did I not call this 100%? Did I not tell you that you should that you should buy this and go long yesterday morning? If it hits, when it comes down here, go long, right? Because it's going to do this. And it went right back up here and it created this open channel. And then I said, you know what? Now the next move is for it to come all the way down right here and to test these levels. So set your buy orders sometime around 1600 or something like that, because that was going to be probably where it is. Well, God damn it, it did exactly what I said. Now, if it does what it's been doing and it continues to do this at least one more time, then what you're about to see is a rip from this bottom right here up to maybe this level of 1800 right here. Now that's about 300 points. That is some significant money that you could be making if you're playing the market right. Now, that's not financial advice, by the way. That's just me kind of guessing what might happen based on the predictability of the patterns that are in front of me. And it went up, it went down, it went up, it went down, it went up, it went down. Now it's going to go back up. Duh. I mean, it's kind of simple, right? So, but anyway, let's move on from that. So we've got the war of words with Coinbase. Dogecoin and Shiba rival. It's up over 2,400 in a month, has more gas in the tank. And this is somebody saying PEPE has more to go. And it's looking at the same thing that I'm looking at. Like, this is the futures chart right here. This is the derivatives trading chart for MEXC. You can see it up here. This is perpetual futures at MEXC. And you can see it went down in this channel perfectly. Then it broke out of the channel, but it didn't break to the upside. Now it seems to be forming a new sort of up and down pattern inside here. This is basically invalidated at this point. I'm gonna leave it there for at least another day. There we go. People are exaggerating this Coinbase shit. I'm thankful nobody is exaggerating it, Hector. They manipulated the market. You can go back to the beginning of my video here. I did take probably about 5 minutes to talk about it, maybe even 10 minutes to talk about it. No, what they did is this is market manipulation. What they did is they attacked a cryptocurrency that the Anti-Defamation League, it's not because the Anti-Defamation League said that it was co-opted as a hate symbol. What they did was they left out all the parts about the Anti-Defamation League partnering with Matt Fury to be friends, to take back PEPE back in 2016, or that right after the statement that they quoted, it says the dominant amount of memes associated with PEPE are not those far right. And then so what they did is they lied to you to manipulate you, to give you negative information, to create negative sentiment and a dump on the market, and you should not tolerate that. Now, you can think PEPE is a piece of shit. You can think that it's not worth being invested in. You can think that it's a bad token. You can think that, and that, like, I don't have a problem with that, because you're entitled to your opinion. You're entitled to, but you should be, look, you should, and you can be entitled to have your opinion and maintain your opinion, but it's my goddamn show. So I'm going to tell you, you're being manipulated by Coinbase, a publicly traded centralized exchange that's in for billions of dollars, with the corporate interests that we're trying to stay away from with cryptocurrency. Centralized exchanges, they are the bad guys, and we should consider them the bad guys. That's why we're in DeFi. That's why we tell you, put your shit in a DeFi wallet. Don't leave it on a centralized exchange. That's why we tell you all this stuff, right? Because you're going to get manipulated. You're going to get, this is crazy. I have seen a lot of Nazi PEPE memes. Okay, so DDR, here's my question to you. Do you reject Christianity? It's a very simple question, by the way. Do you reject Christianity? Because almost predominantly every Nazi is a Christian. Do you reject that? Because if you want to be consistent, and I know that this sounds harsh, like oh no, come on, dude. Well, why do you think everybody in Mexico is a Catholic right now? It's because the Spanish Inquisition killed everybody in Mexico who refused to accept Jesus as their Lord and Savior. Like, it's crazy. There is, look, hate's a really broad word and a broad term. There is some crazy shit here, okay? Exactly. It's all me. It's all me. So anyway, this guy thinks that PEPE still has some room to run. Ethereum could be headed to opportunity zone amid one historically bearish signal, according to Santiment. Now, Santiment, it noted that the Ethereum Foundation moved 15,000 ETH to Kraken over the weekend. And then what happened to the price? It went down, down, down from there. So, I mean, that's kind of fair enough. You got to think that when something like that happens, that they're probably selling out, and that's going to wreck the price, right? And the Ethereum Foundation, the people who, and this guy right here, here's something crazy. This guy bought 4.42 trillion ladies worth 582,000 currently, with 299 ETH, and 90 billion PEPE, 147,000. And he is now in a floating loss for his bag. Now that's at 7:33 a.m. Look at the price action on ladies. Like, how are you even in a loss? Last night when we were talking about this, we were what is this? We were talking about it down here, right? And I was like, it's a 3 something. Like, I mean, go ahead and take your shot. And guess what? You're up 5x. If you listen to me and my crazy ass stuff right there you go. So, I mean, like, literally, you're up 5x if you listen to me when I said, well, I mean, I guess this is the spot right here at 3,000. You know what I mean? So, this is, Jesus Christ, how are you in a loss? You know what I mean? Like I said, like, something's impossible. By the way, you should also be looking at the crazy swing in price action. Look at the liquidity. There's only $2 million on $141 million, $136 million market cap. That's why you have these violent swings happening on ladies right now. It has no liquidity. There's no price action. This thing is a dead token. It's dead. It's a dead man walking already. Okay. Or it's a dead woman walking, because it has no future. Doesn't do anything. It's not going to do anything. There's nobody that's going to support it. Nobody's going to be behind it. This is a pump and dump of a grand scheme. 136 million market cap, but you can only cash out 2 million. Ain't no millionaires in this. And by the way, you should always consider that. You should always consider that when you're trading these tokens, that some of this liquidity is just crazy. You are not. PEPE has an 800 million market cap or a 700 million market cap. You ain't cashing out 700 million here, son. Not going to happen. But this guy is way, way, way down. Now, Bitcoin bears need the Bitcoin price to go below 27,000 ahead of Friday's 900 million options expiry. Now, this is what you should be like this is the one that's going to matter for anybody who's paying attention. The direction from which we're going to go based on the expiries for tomorrow. Bitcoin options bulls were excessively optimistic. The open interest for the May 12 options expiry is 900 million, but the actual figures will be lower since bears were expected sub 28,000 price levels. These traders got excessively optimistic after Bitcoin's price rallied 11.2% between April 9 and April 14, testing the 31,000 resistance. So the 1.65 call to put ratio reflects the imbalance between the 560 million call and the 340 million put. So, but if Bitcoin price remains near 27.5, only 11 million worth of these calls will be available. This difference happens because the right to buy Bitcoin at 20 or 29,000 is useless if Bitcoin trades below that level on expiry. So Bitcoin bulls aim for 28,000 to balance the scale. So you're going to see some fighting today. You're going to see some real, I think you're going to see some real big candles both ways. This is going to be an interesting day on Bitcoin because tomorrow, that's when the rubber meets the road, the paint the paint that's when the paint hits the nose and gets you high. I don't know. There's a lot of different sayings out there. I don't know which one it is, but you should see some pretty good volatility today, and it'd be a great opportunity if you are trading. Again, if you're trading futures on Bitcoin, remember that's the stable one of all of them, and we know how volatile Bitcoin is. Bitcoin ripped. This is the 1 hour chart. Bitcoin ripped from 27.3 all the way up to 27.6 just a little while ago. Like that's goddamn crazy. So last thing here, U.S. Democrats orchestrate an attack on crypto backing SEC Chair Gensler. Now, here is where it matters. There we go. I believe I will just stick with DCA on Volt. Guys, if you don't have a big bag of Volt, you're about to get left behind because I guess it was just announced. Let's go over here and let's look at Voltoshi. The migration is live. Here we go. The Volt V2 to V3 migration is now available on the Everrise dApp. The main migration will last 2 days, and on May 13, the V3 trading will go live on Uniswap, PancakeSwap, and Polygon. You'll be able to migrate forever after the V3 launch. The migration tutorial can be found below. So you are ready to swap to your V3 tokens on Volt. Zero tax token coming at you. Probably some big announcements to go along with it, I would think. So we'll see what happens here. But get your stuff swapped over. No excuses. Get ready for the run. Get ready for the run. MEXC is in the United States. It might be because I get that notice every once in a while. It'll tell me that when I'm by the way, make sure you're not using NordVPN and you're not signing in from Australia or anywhere else that we might sign in from. Yeah, if you sign in from America, then it will accept you because you are allowed to trade in America. Now, here's the thing. U.S. Democrats orchestrate an attack on crypto, backing SEC Chair Gensler. They leaked the memo. That says the memo was leaked by Eleanor Terrett of Fox Business. It contained key messages for Democratic committee members to follow. They're ordering them. What to do. The party's leadership stipulations made it clear that the U.S. Democrats want to bring the industry under their full control. With SEC Chairman Gary Gensler at the forefront, among other things. Key statements in the memo include that Republicans claim they want to provide clarity in the markets by giving the CFTC space for cryptocurrencies, but instead they are simultaneously undermining the agency and harming it by proposing to cut its budget. This is the game that Democrats are playing with you. I swear to God, guys, if you vote Democrat, there's going to be something wrong with you in a cryptocurrency sense. If your values are such that you're just going to vote Democrat no matter what, and if they attack and they destroy crypto, oh well, then that's fair enough, right? But if cryptocurrency matters to you and the structure by which we operate matters to you, it is nonsense at this point to vote for a Democrat in any election at this point. This is becoming crazy, right? And remember, The Fuhrer, Elizabeth Warren, Johannes, she is leading the charge. She literally came out with a billboard that says that she's creating an army to attack crypto. That's insane. God damn it. Guys, quit calling me Pablo. I am the most volted man in all of cryptocurrency. See? And that ain't no crow. Ha ha ha. All right. So, dude, I will take anybody at this point, anybody who support. And that's the thing, by the way. It doesn't matter whether you vote Robert Kennedy. It doesn't matter whether you vote Joe Biden, Donald Trump. It doesn't matter, right? Here's what matters. Do they support cryptocurrency? Donald Trump has an NFT collection, but he said that he thinks that Bitcoin is an attack on the US dollar and he won't tolerate it. So I would not say that he's good for cryptocurrency. An opponent might, and I know Ron DeSantis is, I mean, you got to make your decision, right? But anyway, I got to go, guys. This is the end of the road here. A real quick look right here. The rip is starting to move to the upside over here. We might be able to get over 28,000. It's going to be interesting to see how this day plays out. Capital is starting to enter the market. We're getting a little yellow candle until it really breaks through. Until it really breaks through 28,000, which is way up here at the tip of this candle over here, which you can see over here, meaning we need 1.124 trillion in capital in the market before we're getting back to a 28,000 Bitcoin. So in the meantime, we just have to kind of twiddle our thumbs and wait for the next shoe to drop, because when this thing happens, if this thing goes, then things are going to go crazy. I'm going to run down this as quickly as possible, and then I'm going to make a quick statement. Ladies, still mooning. Decanect 5606. It's 5.6 cents, by the way. And that AI technology, I got a video coming out on it today. God damn, it's awesome. Optimus AI. By the way, Optimus is now in your Tesla. That's why Optimus ripped 83% yesterday. Now, there's big sell down because that's what happens. People aren't here for the pump. They leave for the dump. But it was up 83% because Optimus is now inside your Tesla. They broke apart the API for the APK. Is it AP? Yeah, the APK. They broke apart the APK that was just delivered to your Tesla, and Optimus is now in your Tesla. So that's a big deal. And as soon as Elon starts talking about it, this thing is going to go out of its goddamn mind. Bone up at 81.93. MMAI still kind of dead in the water. Volt 99.07. 33.25 for WAGMI. SHIB at 88.22. NGN trading sideways at 1700. Cato at 1150. Cult 38.73. Lillian, I'm not really talking about it, but I got it on my radar here because they're going to do that relaunch pretty soon in June. 42.97 on BRL. People just continue selling off on BRL to take their money and to go try their luck in the casino. PEPE 1571. We did this at 1546. I told you guys that we were going to get something happening, right? Well, what do we get happening? We got this move down here to about 1400, and now it's ripping back up. So if you got in at that low level, cool. Tom is up here because Tom Crown was talking about it. I think it's dead. It looks dead to me. But I mean, you never know. 31 million market cap, but it's only got 1 million in trading volume. So for all intent and purposes, I think it's dead. I just wanted to watch it for a day or two. Actually, let's get fucking rid of it. Wojak, 2.73 million on a 14 million. Maybe it's got a shot of reversal. Turbo, still 10 million, but a 63 million market cap. Like, I don't think Turbo is going to go anywhere. Bob, 11 million on 34 million. It's got a much better shot. Remember what I told you last night? I told you that was probably going to break down. It was going to come to this level. Well, what happened? It broke down. It came to this level. Yeah, I'm talking here, lady. And it rips down to this level. And what happens? It starts pumping right away. And guys, if you follow me and you listen to me, ta-da. That's all I can say, right? Ta-da. Fuck. Bob is easy at this point. WSB 5012, Mong 76. Look, I'm not a fan of Mong at this point. I don't see any upside to it. A lot of people keep talking about it, but when everybody's talking about it, it's done. It still doesn't do anything. It's dead. It's going to slowly die because people are going to support it. And we got maxis out there. Same thing with Sponge. Sponge got 13 million market cap, total 20 million. Sponge might have a chance at another big rip, but not sustained. Musk definitely dead here. Musk is definitely dead here. Let's get rid of that one. Wall Street Bets Classic, million versus 1.7. It's got a chance to pump because the leverage on each side. Pooh, 4 million on 12 million, maybe. Ben, 37 million on 26. Ben's going to pump, by the way. You should look at this number here and see that there's still 37 million in trading volume over here on a 26 million market cap. That means Ben's not done by a long stretch, and the liquidity it's got more liquidity than ladies. So holy shit, right? So there's gonna be a rip to the upside on this. I'm not sure how far it goes. Maybe it's an all-time high, maybe it isn't. I'm in at a good position, so I don't give a shit. I am down, by the way. I am down a little bit because I thought, getting in around 85 was going to be a good rip. And I remember, guys, yesterday I had that big run up and I made a few thousand. So, it's got an opportunity. Bobo's down under 1 million. It's effectively dead. Still has a chance because of the market cap to volume ratio. Lambo still has a chance because of the market cap to volume ratio. Fuck Jeff. Jeff is just a fry guy. Fuck Jeff. But also, Jeff has 2.4 million in volume and only a 1.6 million market cap. So Jeff's probably going to rip at some point pretty soon. Bam, 20 million market cap on an 8.92 million. After this dump right here, Bam is going to rip again. So neither Bam nor Ben are done. We're probably going to see something big happen on them at some point pretty soon. But anyway, guys, my final statement is this, and I can't stress this enough. You were manipulated. The Coinbase is manipulating you with this PEPE stuff. They listed ApeCoin, which copied the Waffen, Topping, Blocken, Schnacken, Secret Service, Nazi, and it didn't matter to Coinbase. So then when Coinbase comes out with a statement saying that PEPE was something for the alt-right, they're being disingenuous and they are outright lying to you because they didn't include the full truth. That not only did the Anti-Defamation League say that, the Anti-Defamation League then followed up with, but in 2016, we worked with Matt Fury to save PEPE and take it back, and that the predominant amount of memes coming out about PEPE are not considered hate and are not anti-Semitic and not alt-right and are nothing like what's happening over there. And by the way, the creator and the people behind PEPE have nothing to do with the token PEPE. And so, and the reason that people co-opted it was because PEPE was peeing on something and didn't care because PEPE don't care. That's what it was all about, right? So if it's a hate symbol because of that, then again, I say this again, and I'm not trying to offend you because of your religious beliefs, even though they're probably crazy. And look, I believe every religion is kind of crazy, right? But here's the thing, right? All of those people, all of those alt-right people, all those people that they're talking about right now, they're all Christian, right? Because that's part of the alt-right as well, Christianity. So is Christianity a hate religion? Of course it's not. Of course it's not. But using the same logic, what Coinbase is doing is bullshit. And if you don't like PEPE, that's cool. If you don't like all these meme tokens, right? That's cool. If you think they're bad for the space, you're probably right. Because it's really just a casino at this point, right? But here's the thing. Coinbase is being disingenuous and they are lying to you and they are deceiving you. And you should not be cool with that. They're a centralized exchange. They're $1 billion company. They're a publicly traded company, and they are lying to you and deceiving you and should not tolerate that. That's my time, guys. This is not financial advice. My name's Bleeves. I am always right. And we will talk to you again very, very soon. Selmo, goddamn you. I'm about to see your ass at 37,300, brah.
Whoa, another shot of the bullet. Loaded, got complex, cocking and pulling. That bottleneck look like the Loch Ness. What are we doing? I'm about to fall out, boy, in the proofs and the pudding. So, can we forget about the things I said when I was drunk? I ain't mean to call you that. I'm ice cold like